What's up, guys? Alvaro here, and welcome back to the bilingual stock market channel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and let's also take a look at the earnings reports of Novavax, Clover Health, and Upst. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And the markets didn't do much today. You guys know that we are waiting for the CPI data report of July, which comes out on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the markets are kind of hesitant, are doubtful, are just waiting to see what happens with the CPI data report. So we didn't see a lot of volatility today, and I don't expect a lot of volatility tomorrow, at least before the closing bell approaches, in which case I am expecting some sort of profit taken because many investors and traders are going to be closing winning positions just to play it safe before we get the CPI data report. When it comes to the indices, the Russell 2000 went up today 1.01%, the Nasdaq goes down 0.10%, the Dow Jones goes up 0.09%, and the S&P 500 almost closed flat today, goes down 0.12% and closes the trading session at 4,140 points. And in the case of the S&P, the bulls did a very good job today defending both the 100-day moving average and the 5-day moving average. So, and as I just told you guys, I don't expect the S&P to go way higher tomorrow because a lot of people are going to be waiting for the CPI data report. So I don't think that anyone is going to be putting a lot of money on the table from a long side perspective tomorrow when we don't know what is going to happen with the CPI data report and when we are running the risk of getting a very hot report, which is going to put a lot of downwards pressure over the indices. So I am expecting, at least in the early hours of the trading session, a lot of choppiness. And as I just told you, I am expecting the noticeable retracement or profit taking into the closing bell. So if we happen to see a retracement tomorrow, watch out for the 100-day moving average. This is going to be the main line of defense for the bulls at 4,120 points. If this support happens to be broken to the downside, then watch out for 4,080 points. This might be another area in which the bulls are likely to find support. We are talking about a previous support back from early August, and we are also talking about a previous support back from early June. If the bulls happen to be able to push the tape higher tomorrow, then they have been failing on a constant basis at 4,170 points. They failed on 3 occasions recently, and they also failed on multiple occasions back in early June. If the bulls happen to take on 4,170 points, then the next important spot is going to be none other than 4,222 points. This happens to be the lower pivot that was hit by the S&P 500 back in January. As of now, we're seeing a better looking chart for the S&P 500. The bulls are already trading above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. They are also trading above the 100-day moving average. So buyers have shown up, but the bulls are about to make a test of a big report, guys. Because if the CPI data report happens to come out, as I just told you, way harder than expected, we can expect a noticeable downside for the S&P 500. When it comes to the RSI, it is sitting at 63 points. Healthy from a technical standpoint, the S&P as of now, we can make the case that it is neither oversold nor overbought. So it could go either way. But honestly, guys, and I don't want to sound bearish either, I don't see a lot of upside in tomorrow's trading session, and I am expecting profit taking that might be potentially bringing the S&P 500 down to 4,080 points. And if we take a look at the NDX, the Nasdaq 100, the technology people, goes down today 0.37% and closes the trading session at 13,159 points. And take a look at this red line, guys. This is a trend line that comes from all-time high back in December of last year. So the bulls have failed at this trend line on multiple occasions. They failed in late December. They also failed in early April, and recently they also failed. So this trend line has become a very important area of resistance for the bulls, and the big question is, can they take on 13,300 points, which happens to be the area in which with which this trend line is coinciding at on the 4-hour chart, and maybe fill the next important gap up to 13,500 points, which happens to be a previous resistance back from late April. Can that actually happen tomorrow? I don't think so, guys. I think that if we happen to see a push higher tomorrow, as soon as the trading session opens, I think that the bulls are very likely to fail near 13,400 points, 13,350 points. And as I just told you, in the case of the S&P 500, I am expecting profit taking into the closing bell tomorrow. So if that were the case, watch out for 13,100 points, which is an area of support that the bulls have held pretty well in the most recent trading sessions. If 13,100 points happens to be taken out by the bears, we can expect the bulls to put out a fight near 12,900 points, 100-day moving average, and also a previous resistance back from early June. When it comes to the RSI of the NDX, it is sitting at 62 points, very healthy from a technical standpoint. We can make the case that the NDX could go either way, but since we are waiting for the CPI data report tomorrow, I am not optimistic when it comes to the bullish case. I don't see the bulls pushing the tape higher tomorrow. Maybe on Wednesday, if we happen to have, who knows, a better than expected CPI data report. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Upst, and apparently Upst is getting killed after hours. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. So Upst went up today 9% during regular trading hours, and it closed the trading session at $32.27. We pull up here the 1-day, 1-minute chart, and Jesus Christ, wow, this stock has been so volatile, guys, after hours. So Upst dropped down to $25, and it went up to $35, and now it is trading at $29. Jesus Christ, let's talk about volatility. So what did they do? Let me see over here. So EPS came in at 1 cent, missing the estimate of 10 cents, and sales came in at $228.16 million, missing the estimate of $241.63 million. Wow, guys, this was a big miss, top and bottom line. And let's see if I have guidance. Upstart shares are trading lower after the company reported worse than expected Q2 EPS and sales results and issued Q3 sales guidance below estimate. But do I have guidance? Let's see. So Upstart Holding Q2 earnings recap, revenue and EPS miss. CEO calls quarter disappointing. Wow, when a CEO says that a quarter was disappointing, then you can expect downwards pressure over the stock of any given company. So let's see, this quarter's results are disappointing and reflect the difficult macroeconomic environment that led to funding constraints in our marketplace. Oh my God. Upstart CEO Dave Girouard, I must be butchering the last name of this guy, said, in response, we're taking the necessary actions to build a more resilient and committed funding model over time. Oh man. So the company actually repurchased shares, right? The company repurchased 3.5 million shares of Upstart, totaling 125 million in the second quarter. So the company is saying we are not doing good at all. So the guidance is not upbeat by any stretch of the imagination. What could be potentially happening tomorrow in the case of Upstart? Maybe we can expect the bulls to find some sort of support near $23.60. This is a very ugly looking chart, guys. This is a technical downtrend below all the moving averages. We can see a declining 100-day moving average, a declining 200-day moving average. So watch out for the bulls trying to find support near $23.84, which acted as support on 2 occasions back in July, and also it acted as support on 2 occasions back in late July, and also it acted as support back in mid-July. This might be an area in which Upstart might be coming across with buyers. But take a look at this technical chart, guys. This is an absolute disaster. This is not a stock that I am willing to touch anytime soon. And maybe if tomorrow we happen to see Upstart going higher, who knows? With the irrational markets that we are seeing as of now, watch out for $42. This is a previous resistance back from late June, and also a previous support back from early June, in which we might be grabbing puts but I don't think that Upst is going to fill this gap. So this is a no touch for me. Very nasty earnings report, guys. So let's see what happens over time in the case of Upst. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Novavax. $39. Jesus Christ, take a look at this dump. I haven't taken a look at this report, guys, by the way. Jesus, oh my God, take a look at this. So Novavax is down 31% after hours. Oh my God, so they dropped the ball, obviously, right? A horrible looking chart, absolutely broken. Technical downtrend below all the moving averages, declining moving averages. What a disaster, guys, Novavax. So it isn't worth it, doing any technical analysis over here. What they did, let's see. So EPS came in at a loss of $6.53, down from $4.75 year over year. My goodness, wow. So the loss, the money that this company is losing, became way greater, guys. Jesus Christ. Sales came in at $185.93 million, down from $298.02 million year over year. What a disaster, guys, of report. Let's see, from conference call, Novavax executive said COVID-19 vaccine revenue shortfall driven by a number of factors, including timing of shipments to Europe, said surge in supply for COVAX coupled with distribution challenges, limited orders of COVID vaccine from whatever it is. So limited orders of COVID vaccine from, let me see, from what? From US and other manufacturers. So whatever, guys. A horrible report, and they are saying like, okay, our main source of revenue was the vaccine for COVID-19, and now we are having fewer orders for our vaccine. Terrible report. I don't know what to say over here, guys. The stock of this company got very oversold. You guys can see the RSI and the 4-hour charts hitting at 21 points, so we can expect maybe some buyers to show up near $36 because Novavax is trading at $39 after hours. So if the bulls happen to pay a visit down to $36-ish, this is a previous support back from mid-June. So we can make the case that the RSI is going to be way lower, and this might be an area in which the stock of this company might come across with some buyers and then bounce back up based on a very severe oversold condition. But other than that, there's nothing to do with Novavax. And let me see, what put options could we be purchasing over here tomorrow, guys? So we have a previous support near $42. Watch out for $42, guys, because if the bulls or if Novavax happens to bounce back up, as I just told you, based on a severe oversold condition, $42 is a previous support back from early June, and this is also a previous support back from late April, in which we might expect sellers to show up. So this might be an opportunity to buy some puts of Novavax, which is going to be under a lot of pressure, guys. So the main source of revenue of this company was their COVID-19 vaccine, and they are saying like, hey, we are getting fewer orders, so who knows what is going to happen with Novavax. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Clover Health. Did they post earnings? Yeah, I think they did. Let me pull out the 1 day, 1 minute chart. Yes, they did. So Clover Health went up today during regular trading hours 4.29%, and it closed the trading session at $3.40. And Clover is down after hours 10%. So I guess that they dropped the ball. Most of the earnings reports that we have seen throughout this afternoon, guys, have been nasty. So I think that we're warming up for a red day tomorrow. So Clover Health, I have guidance. Okay, Q2 sales came in at $846.70 million, beating the estimate of $814.62 million. So they beat on sales. Do I have EPS? Let's see. Do I have EPS? No, I don't have EPS. So I have guidance. So Clover Health sees full year 2022 sales between $3 billion up to $3.4 billion versus $3.31 billion estimate. And obviously, this is a company that is at an early stage of development, and they are losing money. So I don't see any competitive when it comes to the cash that they are burning. Revenue increased to 846.7 million. I already know that. The company further disclosed that Chief Executive Vivek Garipalli will transition his role of CEO. Let's see if I have the loss over here. Okay. The company posted a net loss of $104.2 million compared with a loss of $317.6 million a year earlier. So they are, I mean, they are losing less money than a year earlier, and they beat on sales. So this was a decent report as far as I can see. So what could be potentially happening in the case of Clover Health tomorrow? Here I can identify an important technical spot. We're looking at $3. $3 happens to be a previous resistance back from late January, also back from early February, and also back from mid-May that might act as support, guys. If it happens to be visited tomorrow, keep in mind that after hours, Clover is trading at $3.13. So I think, as far as I can see, as I just told you guys, this was an acceptable report. If Clover happens to consolidate slightly above $3 tomorrow, that might be a sign that the bulls are gathering momentum in order to make another push higher and try to fill the next important gap up to the 200-day moving average near $3.50. Clover, as of now, is trading above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, also above the 100-day moving average. So this is a chart that looks kind of decent. And mind you guys, if Clover happens to burst above the 200-day moving average from a technical standpoint, the stock of this company is going to start to reverse this horrible downtrend that Clover Health has been dealing with since forever ago. So this is an interesting chart, and the report was acceptable as far as I can see. And yes, buyers have shown up, guys, recently. And it looks like maybe Clover Health left the worst behind at $2, because that's an area of support in which Clover Health found support on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions. So let's see what happens with Clover Health tomorrow. I don't trade penny stocks, but this is definitely a stock that I am going to be keeping a close watch on. And with Clover Health, I am going to wrap up this video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do things differently because we talk about the markets in 2 different languages, English and Spanish. So you can pick your preferred language, but most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs, just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow, once again, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes, along with my friend Mario. Peace out.